You have probably tried everything to get them to understand, to get them to apologize, to get them to stop the games, and nothing has worked. You think they are invincible, but they aren't. There is a specific way to interact with them that makes away their power instantly, and it's not the thing they are absolutely terrified of. You completely breaking their control over your reality. There is one thing a narcissist is more afraid of than anything else. And no, it's not you leaving them. It's not getting angry. It's not even you exposing them to other people. The one thing that terrifies a narcissist down to their core is you seeing them clearly. That's it. That's the thing. Because the moment you truly see them, not the mask, not the charm, not the carefully constructed image, the moment your eyes finally land on who they actually are, everything they have built crumbles. And they know it. They have always known it. Assalamu alaikum. I am Maria, and today I am going to deep into the one fear that controls a narcissist's entire life. And more importantly, what happens to your life the moment you understand it. Now you might be thinking, don't they fear being abandoned? Don't they fear being controlled? And yes, those things scare them. But those are just branches. The root, the thing underneath all of it. It's being seen for you who they truly are. Think about it. Every single manipulation tactics a narcissist uses is designed to stop you from seeing them clearly. The gaslighting, that's to make you doubt your own eyes so you stop trusting what you saw. The love bombing, that's to flood you with a version of them that doesn't exist. So you never go looking for the real one. Everything they do serve one purpose, keep the mask on. And this is where it gets really interesting from a spiritual perspective. In the Quran, Allah described the hypocrites, the munafiqun, in a way that mirrored the narcissist personality almost perfectly. They build a false structure, they present one face to the other world and hide another, and they believe their deception will protect them. But Allah says their structure is built on the edge of a crumbling cliff, and it will collapse with them into a fire. The narcissist knows on some level, whether they admit it or not, and their entire house of cards depend on you never looking too closely. That's the fear, that is the terror. Let me paint you a picture of what this actually look like in a real life. You have been with a person for months or year, and something has always felt off. You can't quite put your finger on it. They seem too confident, they seem so sure themselves, but then one day you catch them in a lie. It's not even a big lie, it's something small, something they didn't need to lie about. And their reaction is extreme. They rage, they deflect, they turn it around on you. And in that moment, you see something flash across their face that you have never seen before. It's not anger, it's fear, because you just got a glimpse behind the curtain, and they know that once you start saying, you don't stop. This is the why the narcissist cannot handle being questioned. It's not because they had hate question, it is because every question is a flashlight pointing at the cracks in their performance. When you ask, why did you say that, or that doesn't match you told me yesterday, you are not just asking for clarification, you are threatening the entire illusion. And the narcissist knows that if the illusion breaks, they lose everything, not just the relationship, they lose their source of supply, their carefully crafted reputation, their control over the narrative. So they fight hard, they fight dirty, because what is at stake for them isn't just an argument, it's their entire false self. So what happened when you actually do start seeing them clearly? This is the where things get intense, and I want you to be prepared for this. The narcissist escalates. They don't just quietly accept that the game is up, they double down, they triple down. You will notice the manipulation become more frantic, the gaslighting gets heavier. They might start love bombing you again, trying to pull you back into the fog, or they might go to the other direction entirely, discard you, smear you, and paint you as the crazy one before you can tell anyone the truth. Either way, the message is the same. Stop saying me. Go back to being confused. Go back to doubting yourself. Now, here is what I need you to understand, and I am saying this with so much love. Their reaction is not proof that you are wrong. Their reaction is proof that you are right. A person with nothing to hide does not panic when someone looks closely. A person who is genuine does not attack you for asking questions. The intensity of their reaction is direct evidence of how much they love they have to hide. And once you internalize that, something shifts in you permanently. You stop asking, am I crazy? You stop saying, maybe I am overreacting. You start trusting what your eyes are telling you. And that right there is the beginning of your freedom. There is a beautiful principle in Islam that applies here so powerfully. Allah is Al Haq, the ultimate truth. And one of his names is Al Basir, the all seeing. The narcissist spend their entire life hiding, performing, controlling, who sees what. But they forgot that there is one who see everything, every marks they have won, every lie they told, every manipulation they executed. It's all recorded. And on the day of judgment, they will stand completely exposed. Not just before you, but before the one who cannot be deceived. You will find the worst of people on the day of judgment to be the two-faced person who comes to these people with one face and those people with another face. The narcissist lives in this reality every single day, and their deepest fear that you will see them is actually a mercy of you, because your clarity is what Allah uses to protect you. Your ability to finally see the truth is not a curse. It's not you becoming bitter. It's Allah lifting the veil. It's your fitra, your natural. You're waking back up after being silence for so long. So when you start seeing them clearly, don't run from that clarity. Don't apologize for it. Don't let them gaslighting you back into confusion. That clarity is from your Lord, and what Allah illuminates, no one can darken. So where does this leave you? If the narcissist's greatest fear is being seen, then your greatest power is seen. Simple as that. You don't need to fight them. You don't need to expose them publicly. You don't need to convince anyone else. The moment you see the truth, their power over you being to dissolve. Because their power was never real power. It was always the power of illusion, the power of confusion, the power of keeping you in the dark. And light, by its very nature, dispels darkness. You don't have to attack the darkness. You just have to turn on the light. That's what your healing is. It's not revenge. It's not getting them to understand. It's not even getting an apology. Your healing is your finally completely unapologetically seeing the truth and letting the truth set you free. Because that what truth does. Allah says in Quran in Surah Al Asra, and say the truth has come and falsehood has vanished. Surely falsehood is bound to vanish. Always the narcissist is now this on a deep instinctual level. That's why they are so afraid of clarity, because your clarity is the beginning of their end, at least in your world. So, here what I want you to take from this: the next time you feel that full of confusion, the next time the narcissist try to make you doubt what you know you saw, remember their greatest fear is in your clarity. They are terrified of you seeing them, and that fear is your confirmation. You are not crazy. You are not overreacting. You are not broken. You are awake. And once you awake, you can never be put back to sleep. I will leave you with this in your healing journey. Let Allah be your witness. You don't need to prove anything to the narcissist. You don't need to prove anything to their flying monkeys. The one who sees all has already seen, and he is sufficient as a witness and as a protector. Thank you so much for being here. If this spoke to you, share with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, may your healing be complete and your light never dim. I will see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.